Victims' rights were created really to give victims a proper and well-defined role in the criminal justice system. There was a lot of frustration about the lack thereof in the late 60s, early 70s. And as little grassroots movements sprang up and began to call attention to the poor treatment of crime victims, it kind of just snowballed into literally reforming the way the criminal justice system defines and interacts with crime victims. Victims' rights in the state of Tennessee in a large-scale analysis are designed to make sure that victims of crime are treated with dignity and respect. And more specifically in our state and in many other states, what that means is several things, namely to be informed, to have a free and constant exchange of information from our office to the crime victim, to make sure that the crime victim understands the process, the status of the case, the next court date, so on and so forth. So to be informed about what's happening with the case that is of interest to them. Another very broad way to look at our victims' rights is that they address issues of being able to be present and be protected within the criminal justice system. And by that, they have a right to be in the courtroom at any time. The defendant has a right to be there. They have a right to proactive and effective notification of court dates ahead of time. And they have a right to be treated and make sure that they're safe when they are inside the criminal justice system. There are also several rights that pertain to opportunities in the system for crime victims to actually be heard, to testify on the record about the impact of the crime at an impact sentencing hearing example, or to speak to a judge directly about their monetary losses in a restitution hearing. And then lastly, the whole idea behind criminal justice rights for victims is that they have a right to be restored. To the extent possible, the system has taken on the responsibility for making sure we do everything that we can to make the person whole again, whether that be through restitution, compensation, or having an opportunity to speak openly about the emotional impact of the crime. So all of those are kind of generically in the category of restoration.